But I think squid core to them is like night core to us. UFO level at the underpass. Don't you miss the underpass? Haven't seen it since Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Hey, did you know you should swim away from ink strikes? Because, I mean, Agent 2 really wants you to know that. Booster course is fun when I get a chance to whip it out. Let's see, trying to think if there's any particular... It's pretty hit or miss in some cases. I got Yoshi's Island, great. Sky High Sundae, not a fan. Let's see, what ones do I like that they brought back? Peach Garden, great. What ones do I not like that they brought back? I mean, I guess it's kind of tough to find one I actively dislike. Some of the tour tracks are a little awkward, but... I will take your word for it. Ow, 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 ow. I was just trying to swim out of the way like Agent 2 told me, and I clipped a corner. I know there's a sunken scroll somewhere. What about back here, where I definitely don't need to investigate? There we go. Hopefully this doesn't hit me. It hit me, but not enough. But on Toad Circuit, you get balloons that are in the shape of Toad. How can you argue with a Toad balloon? That was a nice bomb. Now I have a bomb rush, but I don't think it'll be particularly useful against this guy. Let's try it. Let's just see if it has any chance of working. Let's see, put up some defenses. These guys will respawn for a little bit, but eventually they stop giving you eggs. I know I've definitely tried to grind on them before. Yeah, right, I don't think any of those bombs really reached him. But the ink rail is useful. For the unsee and the ink rail. Oh yeah, I didn't really play Mario Kart 7, so that stuff was nice to see. What is this? It looks like it could be the proprietor of that shoe shop. Could there have been an ancient creature that consumed prawns as food? A terrifying thought, indeed. A lot of steps that they show over there for that tempura. And by a lot, I mean 4. It's plated very well. We were talking about sushi earlier. I know, they killed Krusty Sean's relevancy so much when they moved him to the Splatoon 3 app. I've not actually had sushi in the real world. I've only struck with it in the video game. Umbling's platforms, the tentacles of fate. The feelings have nothing to do with it. Well, their emotional feelings have nothing to do with it. Anything, I'm more scared of the way it would feel in my mouth. And also how it would taste. Because I just haven't had fish in general. And it's always been off-putting to me. But I've always been a picky eater, which is a problem. I cannot believe I fell off that ledge. That's what happens when you acknowledge your flaws. You fall off ledges. Don't do it, people. Don't grow as persons. Wow, you can ink this. I thought that would make you ride the side of the crate up. But no, they're just like, you can ink it. It's fine. I'm not out here reviewing fish. I wonder how a Sushi Striker review would do. Being... It's been 5 years since that game came out. So it would probably do terribly. Oh, there's definitely people who have reviewed it. Because, like, Nintendo pushed the game at one of their E3s. So, like, all the official Nintendo outlets covered it in some capacity. Sushi Striker or Wii Music? I think a Nintendo Switch music would have been neat, but now we'll just have to settle for Trombone Champ. Which I want to pick up at some point. Just checking for secret boxes. Maybe Trumpet Overlord. Hopefully that wouldn't compete too much with the upcoming Unicorn Overlord. Or, how about, that victorious French Horner. There's the sunken scroll right behind the halfway to the exit. Looks like I'm gonna have to wait a cycle on this platform. Up, 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 up. First bomb to save it. Up, 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 up. Well, let's see, the trombone is like one of the few instruments that has a slider, and that's how they translated it to the game with the mouse or the motion or the IR. Is the big fluffy one providing shelter for the little fishy one? Or is the little fishy one manipulating the big fluffy one? We may never know. That's called symbiosis, when you don't know. Accordion key. Wouldn't that just be like Step Mania? Where people use the arrow keys for the super complex songs because it's not really a dance pad game, it's more of an arrow key rhythm game. All of them. You would have to use the WASD keys and the spacebar and your house keys and your car keys and let's see, I've been down this hall, right? This is where I just came from. Is there another level down here? Perhaps. That's it. Ah, spinning spreaders. Is Dr. Accordion himself. Yeah, when he's not going by Weirdo. Oh, you know, speaking of music performances, I got some exciting news this week related to my job. So, some time ago, I bought my ticket for the Boston showing of the Sonic Symphony Tour. Well, that was when they went up for pre-order over the summer. And I got my ticket secured, and that's October 21st. But at work this week, I just got assigned to chaperone a field trip 2 days before that, October 19th, to a completely different classical music performance. So I get to see 2 orchestras in the span of 3 days, which is pretty great. The other one, it's not like a specific thing, as far as I know. They're calling it Bohemian Rhapsody, but that's not the Queen song. That is actual Bohemian period classical music. And my coworker felt the need to clear that up, because he wasn't sure if I knew. But, like, I know. I've studied music sometimes. I had kinda pieced it together. But yeah, I'm gonna be living the dream. I mean, Mandu, it was a dark time in history. I'm pretty sure that someone may actually have fit that description. Why is the dream sleeping? Just because you dream when you sleep? My dream is not sleeping. In fact, I had a dream last night. And it was like conflating two different things happening in my life. And what were those two things? I'm trying to remember. Because that's what dreams do. They take all the stuff in your head. And, I think we had just gone over a lockdown procedure at the staff meeting on Wednesday night. So I'm pretty sure I was under lockdown in the dream. First bomb rush. Remember back when Splatoon used to have specials that were like, here are bombs, use them. Time waits for no squid. It's Black Friday every day at the Booyah Base Ultra Mega Hyper Sale. Every deal's a doorbuster. If you want to be the freshest squid in Angopolis, you cannot miss this incredible shopportunity. Now, why that was an ancient scroll is beyond me, but, you know, it was there. On the last level, Octo Sniper. I mean, I suppose one scroll did say that we're just obsessed with fashion and, battle. Alright, sniper dodging time. Miss. Sniper down. Too bad they have to stay perched in one spot the whole time. It's kind of their fatal flaw. I see your point about the passage of time. Hide behind this wall, and then they'll never see me coming. My mind is too fast for eyes. Just fun here. This'll teach ya. That's your last surprise. Oh, it wasn't your last one after all. Oh, I got more for you. Hey, I gotta check under the grates. Don't think I was gonna leave you behind. Oh, for sure. Yeah, that won't be able to. Just die. I gotta stop trying to be fancy with secrets. Just kill them. You're full. Nothing you can do. Wah! Alright. You think you're so great. That's what I should have done before. You're welcome. Yes, I know, that's why it got shrunk. You guys are gonna be much less competent than that buddy of yours who shrunk the sponge. Because you're not gonna do a darn thing as I walk straight up to you and shoot you dead. Not a single thing. These two cousins from Calamari County won Inkopolis' first annual youth folk singing contest. Their remarkable voices earned them a standing ovation from all present and catapulted them into the spotlight. Callie is still a much better design than Marie, and you can fight me on it. Do-de-do-de-do. Oh, right, the difficulty level question. They'd probably go with something like fresh or spicy or, because, like, in Splatoon 2, they had the spicy calamari incantation, so they're not afraid to reference, like, sushi roll terminology. Alright. The Ravenous Octomore. I will defend slightly Pearl. Slightly defend Pearl. Is Marina the better design? Yes. Yes, I would agree that Marina's the better design, but I think that the difference between Callie and Marie is much bigger than the difference between Pearl and Marina. Well, Pearl grew on me. Like, at first, I thought it was worse. But somehow I came around a little bit. Cry has not grown on me in the same capacity. And of course, Big Man is the top of the charts. Like, he staffs all of the other idols that came before him. Now, this was a fun boss. At least we still have Marina. You know me, I'm well known for having correct opinions. Oh, I left him alone and now his teeth are gonna shoot me. And yes, he does rearrange his teeth to try and give maximum defense. from the boss. Of course, there were still gaps on the left and right, so as long as you can anticipate that. Now we're going full gangsta. Ah, that should have worked. Anyway, yeah, so, you know, revisiting this campaign now, it really seems like the bosses played a lot more with the mechanics of the game. Because in the previous fight, we had to ink the ground sufficiently to stop the enemy in its tracks as it rolled. And so that's taking the paint the ground mechanic from Turf War and making it super relevant to the boss fight. And then this one is about clearing an opening for you to throw your sub-weapon. Let's see, the Octo Stamp was the first boss, so that gets a pass on just being the, you know, ink the sides of it to get up to the tentacle and shoot it dead. I'm gonna wait in this boss arena because I'm pretty sure something happened. At least that with the sound. Oh, do I have that toy, except it's a crocodile. There's some big sound effect thing that happens if you wait here long enough. Alright, and then the second boss, also. It might be a certain one. Wait, it's actually rising? I think if I wait here too long, it'll... That's clipping through that rock. Let's find out. When else are we gonna get a chance to find out? I mean, there's probably someone who's already tested this. Keep an eye on those rocks. It did seem like it was changing. But finishing my earlier thought, the second boss with the snot bubbles, that one you had to jump over the moat, so it had you testing your swim jump, and it had little pieces of cover that you could protect yourself from enemy fire. So they definitely considered the multiplayer mechanics in these bosses. Oh, this is the only one it doesn't happen in. Okay, so no sound, but maybe that's because something happens with the sludge. I think anything gonna happen? It could be. I don't know, I've never waited around. We got that sign over there. Shows the boss. Oh, yeah, with a no symbol and a bomb symbol. Opposite to the sign that says no grenades. That one. Oh, behind me. That one. Or the one on the left. I'll keep them both in frame. Yeah, well, I guess it does go up, but I'm guessing it won't engulf the arena if we wait long enough. Otherwise, I feel like it would have made more progress. I can take a look when I'm cutting this up. Holy mackerel pancakes, Agent 3, you're really good. I've seen better. If you keep this up, we'll find the great Zapfish in no time. That's great and all, but don't forget about capping. Richie Scratch. Who is this? Yeah, ha ha, here we come for this. Ah, it's the final boss. Give us back the great Zapfish, you jerk. Hey, Captain Cuttlefish, we want him back too. Ankopolis is mine, yo. Dude, seriously, get your own radio channel. Agent 3, you gotta do something about this guy, and quick.